Looks like the reservation. Be at the reservation free as soon as we leave camping. Pardon me? As soon as we leave camping. Vice President. It's not wind things everywhere.
There's the target of your destination, your journey, the Rocky Mountains. They kind of wrap around us. Eventually we'll see them off to the right front. Way off to the right is another set of mountains called the Sweetgrass Hills. They're about on the Canadian border to the Sweetgrass Hills. And they're about 35 miles to 40 miles or so. What's interesting about the Sweetgrass Hills over here is that they are, the way they form, they're called volcanic boils. Doesn't that sound good, volcanic boil? Anyway, what makes a volcanic boil? Well, there's a hot spot deep down in the earth there, but actually it's shallower than other areas around here. Which passport do I have here? Is that the right date? August 30th? Is that 30th or 31st? That's 31st, okay. That's why I do this sample first. So this hot spot every once in a while sends up a burble of lava, and it sort of oozes up there and makes this little mound out there. Now, these are made about 140 million years ago. And then, over the next billion years or so, yes, I know. Yes, there are more. There's a whole chain of them there. And so, in about the next billion years or so, the land moves, but the hot spot stays in the same spot. So then it throws up another bubble. And then in the millions or years, the land moves some more, and another bubble comes up. So we have a chain of these little mounds on here. That's East Butte, West Butte there at 7,000 feet. I can't see East Butte, or just barely can see it out there at 7,000 feet. And several other ones in between. Yeah, Yellowstone, I'm not sure about. Here's one. I do know some other volcanic boils, and you do too. One of them is Hawaii. There's There's a chain of islands there. They're all volcanic boils. The hot spot remains. The land above it keeps moving. Every once in a while.
Yes, we stop here. It's just a short stop.
I don't like to smear these.
I love brokers, but he doesn't like that.
That's about an hour to the park.
So we're even with the money we paid right on this thing. Is that why once we got settled down?
Glacier, East Glacier, West Glacier. Yeah, there's 2 stops in the park.
Oops, I'm sorry, I got your cord.
Some of you may have seen the head of the cutbank penguin. The live penguin, when it's cutbank got a penguin, well, it's very, very cold here.
I've done the main set.
This penguin is about
So are we stopping at the park?
5 tons and 27 feet high, made of concrete in front of a hotel over here.
East Glacier and West Glacier.
I didn't get a very good job. You want me to do it again? Another place?
We cut the corner
It's not very good. You want me to do it again?
on the train.
There's a sign out in front of that penguin that says, coldest spot in the nation. Faulty research. Cutbank is not the coldest spot in the nation. However, it has been registered at minus 47 degrees. Wind chill, 47 degrees.
Rogers passed some Montanans.
Yeah.
70s.
79. 79.
They went home.
I've seen it 40.
How many got to see the penguin?
Yeah, sometimes.
Those of you who don't understand it, go home and look on the internet. Cutbank penguin. Lots of pictures, lots of story about it. The coldest spot, by the way, this line is 47. The coldest spot is actually a little ways south of here, a place called Rogers Pass, Montana. Minus 47. No, minus 70 degrees. Fahrenheit. Minus 40.
That always starts the conversation.
This is Chris again with the National Park Service. Welcome aboard! One of the beautiful sights we're going to have scenery on both sides of the train coming up momentarily is Cutbank Creek. We're going to cross a beautiful trestle here. Going to be over 150 feet above Cutbank. This river flows into the Marias River. This is part of our U.S. history coming up. Meriwether Lewis and 3 men from the Corps of Discovery traveled along this river about 25 miles to our southeast. Or southwest, I should say, back in 1806. This was the high point of the Lewis and Clark expedition. Well, the highest furthest north they actually reached.
Do you think airplanes can, do you think?
Coming into you as well, if you look just across the bridge here, you may be able to see the beautiful mountains of the eastern front of the Rocky Mountains on the left-hand side of the train. So, Cutbank Creek Bridge, and now, shortly, I should say, we will be joining the Blackfeet Nation, Blackfeet Reservation.
So, what do you think of that? You feel like you're flying here? I always do.
What does?
1,200-foot trestle, 180 feet high. Unfortunately, we can't see it because it's underneath us. During the wars, the gas and oil was discovered here, and they actually had guards posted on each end of that bridge to prevent sabotage. Today we call them terror, effectively, I guess. When they were building that bridge back in the 1890s, 1880s, they started out building it out of wood and caught fire about halfway done. So they had to rebuild it again out of steel this time. They used to have a guy out there in this little booth, a man serving beverages and so on. He kept telling the passengers in the car here how safe it was because this bridge is tested twice a day. You know? And we just tested it. And we passed the test. We made it. Twice a day they do that, every day. So, Cutbank, Montana. Around 1900 or so, there was a writer talking about the population of the Cutbank. And he said it was about 50 people, if you count the dogs. 50 people. But oil and gas brought a lot of people here.
They're coming out with a movie about Amtrak. Really? Yeah. It's like, I think it's 2015. It's got some big names on it. Have you ever seen the hit list? Have you ever seen the hit list? You watch it? It's made in Spokane.
It says it's made in Seattle, but it's made in Spokane.
Yeah. A lot of movies are like that.